Hello, everyone, and welcome. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. This is the weekly live webinar of the Advanced Lounge community, and I want to say a very warm welcome to everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much. I'm excited to be here. I've missed you guys. Thank you so much for joining me in this week's edition of the Advanced Lounge Weekly Live Webinars. Thank you so much for being here. Trust you are good and all is well with you. I'm so excited to be here. Maybe because last week we had to, postpone and reschedule last week's session due to some unforeseen circumstances, and so I've missed you guys. I've come to always expect to show up every Thursday, 8 p.m. We are here, we are live, we're doing this. And then, last week I wasn't here. So maybe I've missed you guys a whole lot. I hope you've missed me too. But don't worry. We're catching up this week. And if you find me being a little bit uppity, happy, excited, know that there's something in the air. Yes. My birthday is in the air, so I'm on another level. I'm just kidding. Thank you so much for being here. If you can see me and you can hear me, please leave a comment in the comment section. Bring some energy to the room. Let me see your comments. Let me see some emojis. Are you happy to be here? Did you miss last week's session, or was it lost another day for you? Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for being here. You guys make this absolutely worthwhile that we are here, we are live, and you show right up at the nick of time to join us. And I trust that these sessions are always valuable additions to your life and to your journey. The weekly live webinars are sessions where we share knowledge about anything and everything on personal development, everything that we need to equip ourselves for the journey. And I always say that personal development is not an event, it's a journey. And when you're going on a journey, what do? You get ready, you prepare yourself, you skill up, you put some things in your tools, in your tool kit, your skills, your toolkit, so that for everything that you need on that journey, you don't need it and then you start looking for it. No, you get ready with everything that you need for the journey. And so when you are on that journey, and as the need arises, you just get into your toolkit and you bring out whatever you need for that journey. And so these weekly live webinars are a way of us equipping ourselves for the journey, because we are on a journey. Help me write in the comment section, I am on a journey. Yes, you are, I am, we are on a journey, and we need to equip ourselves for that journey. And so knowledge is a huge part of your personal growth journey. And so these sessions are knowledge sharing sessions where we get to consider topics around personal development and how to better equip ourselves for the journey. The journey is not for the faint. And unfortunately for us, the journey is not for a tenor. There is no I will do this and then I will stop. No, as long as you are alive, you need to keep preparing yourself. You need to keep working on yourself, for the journey. And that's why I say that personal development is not an event, it's a journey. And you must make it a part of your lifestyle, the things that we teach. And you would see that every day you are waking up and you are living with intention. You are living with a purpose in mind. You are living understanding that, oh, this is not all that there is to me, that I'm going somewhere. That understanding, that mindset, that realization alone sets you on a pedestal where you need to keep equipping yourself. And we are right here, to help you equip yourself, equip you for the journey that is ahead of you. That is what the Advanced Lounge does. The Advanced Lounge is partnering with you on the project that is you. The Advanced Lounge is partnering with you on a project that is you. The Advanced Lounge is a community, is a haven for people who are learning and growing and becoming more valuable versions of themselves. We understand that the change that we want to see, the change that we desire at any level at all, in your home, at your workplace, in your community, in your nation, the change that you desire to see must first come from you. And then imagine that in a family, everybody is growing. In a family, everybody is developing themselves. In a family, everybody is becoming a more valuable version of themselves. Imagine the kind of optimized family that you would have, and then take that into your workspace, take that into your community, even if it's your street, where everyone is equipping themselves and becoming a more valuable version of themselves. Imagine the kind of community that we have. Imagine the kind of nation that we'll have. And so we in the Advanced Lounge, our goal, our aim is to help you build a successful life, to help build successful individuals who are moving forward with purpose. We are moving forward with purpose because you understand that you are going somewhere. Let me write in the comment section, I'm going somewhere. I'm going somewhere. You need to understand that this is not all that there is to you, that you are going somewhere. And that place you are going, you have to move with intention. You have to move with purpose. You have to move understanding with that mindset that you are going somewhere. And so you cannot just do anyhow. There's no anyhowness around here. We don't do anyhow. We live with intention, we live with purpose, and we move as such. So welcome again to this week's edition of the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar. And we're going to have a blast tonight. Let me write in the comment section, I'm ready. Are you ready? I am ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. Maybe 2 weeks of excitement joined and I'm here. I'm ready to go. So let me write in the comment section, I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Tonight we're considering something very important about change. We're looking at the topic change before change forces you to. We need to look at this. We need to look at change. We need to look at how do we begin to make that move before we are forced to. You don't need to wait until change comes knocking at your door and forces you to make a change. So we're looking at change before change forces you to. My name is Tracy Akpera. I'm a personal success coach. I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge community. My job is simple, is to show you the possibilities that exist for you. And I dare say that the possibilities, they are endless, they are limitless. There are heights for you to climb. There are territories for you to take. There are grounds for you to cover. And my job is to show you those possibilities that exist for you and to help you to begin to navigate from where you are now to where you can be, to where God has designed for you to be. And it is possible. In fact, it is not only possible, it is actually predictable. You can live a life of success. You can live a satisfying, deeply satisfying and fulfilling life that leaves a lasting legacy, so that when you live here, people just don't they say somebody came. No, you are able to write your name in the sands of time because you were able to live and leave an impact, leave a lasting legacy for the people after you to, to benefit from the person and the vision that you carried. This is not only possible, there is a way. Let me write in the comment section, there is a way. And this is what we do. This is what I do through the Advanced Lounge community and through all the expressions of the Advanced Lounge. So again, welcome to tonight. This is the weekly live webinar of the Advanced Lounge community. And yes, we'll get right into it. So we're talking about change and how to change before change forces you to. This is very, very important because what happens when change meets you and you're unprepared? A lot of people, this is their reality. Change catches up with them. Change meets them and they are not prepared. It catches them completely on they're unaware. It completely blindsides them. But with this class, we're going to find out that it doesn't have to be like that. So many changes, and it can cut across anything. Every change in your life, it impacts you. And because it impacts you, you must position yourself in so that you are ahead of the curve, so that whatever change comes, you are able to easily be able to take it in stride. Because let's get this, whether you are prepared for it or you are not unprepared for it, change is coming. Help me write in the comment section that change is coming. Change is coming. Whether you are prepared for it or whether you're not prepared for it, change is coming. But which is better, do you think? To be prepared for it or not to be prepared for it? I would take to be prepared for it any day because that change is coming. But what we need to do is to be proactive. So would you rather be proactive or be reactive? So in this class, in this session tonight, we'll lay all our cards on the table. But at the end of the day, you get to choose. Because let me tell you this, action, whether you are taking action or not, it speaks volumes to what you are doing. So you can choose to take action, it's a plan. You can choose not to take action, it's a plan. But as I always like to say, whether you take action or whether you do not take action, there are consequences to every course of every plan, any plan that you choose. So taking action or not doing anything, everyone is a plan. But you must also understand that there are consequences for our action or for our inaction. So which would you rather choose? Would you choose to be proactive, to be ahead of the curve, to be ahead of the change, Or would you choose to be reactive? Let the change come, then we'll see how we'll handle it. This is how most of us live our lives. Let's see how we can manage it. No, why do you have to manage something when you can actually be ahead of it, and be able to take be able to take better decisions that and minimize the impact and the effect of that change, because change is coming. Change is inevitable. I saw a quote by John C. Maxwell. He says that change is inevitable, but you see, growth is optional. So when you grow, that change that is inevitable is coming. But when you are growing, then you are able to better take the change in stride, and you are better positioned to be in control and control the outcomes of whatever change that is coming. But change is coming. Let me tell your neighbor. Let me write in the comment section. Change is coming. Would you be reactive, or would you be proactive? Will you get to choose? And growth is optional, but this is how we deal with change that is coming. And why do we need to look at this topic now? It is so important. The change that is happening around us and in everything is almost like at a breakneck speed. Everything is changing so fast. Information, knowledge that you are gaining, the shelf life that's been determined, the shelf life of information, that is how long an information or knowledge that you have is valid until something has changed. It's about 2.5 years. So we need to constantly be updating ourselves. It is so important because everything is changing. Economy is changing. I was having a conversation with somebody from Indonesia, just a couple of days ago, and she was telling how everything in their country, and I just realized that she was speaking that, oh, this is a reality where I'm from. From Nigeria. Things are changing drastically. Just 2 years ago, the way things have changed in the past 2 years, it's like we never imagined that things could change so fast. So this is our reality. What if we could have been better prepared for that, for this time then? We would have been able to better take it in stride, and just be ahead of the curve and not be so inundated with all the things that are happening. So economy is changing, health is changing, jobs and the way jobs are done, they're changing, relationships, everything is being affected by the change, and the change is right there, and this is not the end. Change is still coming, so we need to be prepared. So whilst many people would wait until a crisis forces them to act, this webinar is a call to act. It's a call to take action before you have to. Don't let change come and force you to change. Grow, evolve now before change actually comes and forces you to. It is very important. This is why we are looking at this topic now. Everything is changing fast, and we really, really need to be ahead of the curve. Do you want to be ahead of the curve? Help me write in the comment section. I want to be ahead of the curve. I don't want change to come and destabilize me or force me, to be running helter skelter, to be running helter skelter. You don't need to. If we can begin to do things now, change, evolve, move, do things, grow, to be able to handle change effective, because change is coming. That much is a fact. We can't change that. Change is coming. But how well would you be prepared, to handle the change when it does come? Or would you be running from pillar to post? That is not my portion. Not my portion, but as you are saying, God forbid, even you too forbid, because there is work to be done. You need to get up and do some work. You need to get up and do some work. And there are some warning signs that we need to look at. Things happen and they keep happening. They are giving us signs, and then we keep ignoring the signs. It's just like you're driving a car, and then in the dashboard, you are seeing this light. The light has been there. I don't know how many people are guilty of this, and you just ignore the light. You just ignore the light instead of getting it checked out. And then someday, something, it can just lead to something that is big that you could have managed better from the word go. So, what are some signs that you are ignoring? You are ignoring to move, to do something, to grow, to evolve, to change, to move. We need to move many times. And I'm saying this because everything impacts us. Remember, I always say that you are the most important piece of your life, and that is a no-brainer. It's something that you must understand, you must know to be true, because you are the most important piece of your life, because every aspect of your life depends on you. So the minute something impacts you, it impacts every other aspect of your life. And so this is why you must pay attention to you. When people, minimize personal growth, personal development, I don't understand, because this is the crux of the matter. The more you are paying attention to your growth, your development, whether it's physically, mentally, emotionally, financially, relationally, every wise, you need to pay attention to develop a wholesome and complete you. This is how you are able to function effectively in every other aspect of your life. If you are not, if all is not well with you, I'm sorry, you can't show up as expected in your marriage, in your parenting, at your job, in your community. You just can't. Not that you don't want to, you may want to, but you just can't, because there is something that that you need to take care of concerning the person that is you. And many times that person is giving us warning. The being, we are getting this prompting, but we keep ignoring them. I know all about it. And it can be many things, but many times, even not, just in your mind, your body is giving you a prompting. You can be more, you can do more. Why are you so relaxed at this place, but you keep pushing it down? Oh, it doesn't matter. It matters. We need to allow ourselves that expression of growth, of evolving, of changing, of moving, because change is coming. Many times, even your physical body is giving you a warning. It's telling you there's something, maybe one small knee pain you need to do something about, or one small waist pain or something, and you keep ignoring. There are warning signs that you can't afford to ignore, because it impacts you. And when we talk about personal development, I know there are many, there all the aspects of the person that is you are being considered, because everything is important, whether it's your physical health, your emotional health, whether it's your spirituality, whether it's your mental transformation, whether your relationship, your work and your hobbies. Everything that affects you is considered under personal development, and you need to pay attention to everything. And that is why you cannot pick and choose. Oh, I can be healthy physically and I don't bother about spirituality. It's not going to work. For you, for a wholesome, balanced you, everything, you must pay attention to everything. So your body can be giving you a sign, or that you need to do something, giving you a sign of a health warning, or at your workplace there can be all kinds of signs, and you know that you should do something about it. It can be anything. You should develop yourself, you should do something, but you keep ignoring it. All will be well. I wrote a post. I say many of us live our lives on all will be well. Uh, you're not doing yourself any favors. All will be well. That is true. But what are you doing to ensure that all is well? There must be a balance. There must be a balance. Paying at doing focusing on the spiritual aspect and saying that, oh, declarations are good, but those declarations must be backed up by work. You must do the work. So all will be well, yes, but what are you doing to ensure that all is well at work? What signs are you getting? How is the atmosphere like in that your place of work? How is it looking like? What do you need to do? Because there are warning signs going all around you. The world of work is even changing. The world of work, we are playing by new rules, and you need to open your eyes to understand the changes that are happening, and how do you position yourself to be ahead of the curve, to be ahead of the game, so that when those changes finally come and materialize, that you are able to effectively handle them. Even in your relationships, whether it's with your spouse, your children, there is something. There are always warning signs that, oh, something can be better done here. Something can, we can adjust. We can do something better. The warning signs are going, but many times we keep pushing them down, we keep ignoring them. Even in our finances, a huge, that's a huge topic. Things, you are hearing the warning signs, you know that there's something that is not adding up. Okay, what are you doing about it? Or are we not just going to talk about it and hope that it all goes away? There are warning signs. Look around you. Begin to look around you. What are you doing with those warning signs? Let me write your name in the comment section and ask yourself, Tracy, what are you doing with these warning signs? These warning signs are an indication that you should do something, change, before change forces you to grow, evolve, do something. Let me write in the comment section, Tracy, do something. Write your name. I'm talking to myself. Do something, because we are all here, we are learning, we are understanding that there is something that is happening, change is happening, and the alarm bells are ringing, the warning signs are going off. What are you doing with those warning signs? It is important, it is even expedient that you understand what is going on, the kind of changes that are about to confront you, so that you will be ahead of the curve. That those ignoring those warning signs, it doesn't delay the change. Ignoring the warning signs will not delay. See, the change will come when the change will come. What we're talking about tonight is, how do you evolve? How do you grow? How do you position yourself to be ahead of that change, to handle it effectively? Because ignoring the signs doesn't delay the change. You cannot delay the change by 1 minute. The change is coming, whether it's a change in your physical health, the change in your relationship, the change in everything in the economy. The change is coming. When you ignore the warning signs, what it means is that it weakens your control over the change. Ignoring the warning signs means that you are weakening your control over the change. You are weakening your control, and you don't want that. You want to be fully in charge. You want to have the emotional stability, to have the wherewithal and what it takes to effectively handle that change. So, are you going to wait, or are you going to change before the change forces you to? I hope you do the latter, that you are able to position yourself for a change, for the change that is coming before the change forces you to. So, what is change? Change is a transition from one state, one condition, one phase of life to another, and is often triggered by whether it's internal decisions or external pressures. Please listen. The change that we're talking about is a transition, is a movement from one state to the other, from one condition or from one phase of life to another. And it is it is triggered by two things. It's either is triggered by an internal decision, or is going to be triggered by an external pressure. And guess which is better? You need to take that decision, the internal decision, to effect, to do something, so that whatever changes come externally, you are able better to handle them. Because whether you do something or not, change is coming. And when you are forced by external pressures to change, then you're already in a crisis mode, and you don't want that. So there are two things that will come to play. It's either there is a proactive change, in which case you are taking the decision, the intentional growth driven decision, to initiate change. Hey, you are taking that decision to initiate. You tell yourself, listen, I like to call myself to a meeting, and I'm the president of Tracy Incorporated. Call myself, I'm the president, I'm the legal advisor, I'm the company secretary, I'm the COO, I'm the CFO, I'm the everything. I call myself to a meeting and tell myself, see, Tracy, there's something has to give, something has to shift, something has to move. You should normalize calling yourself to a meeting, because see, you can afford to deceive everybody, but the worst kind of deception is self-deception, telling yourself that all is well. Oh, my soul, be merry, make merry, all is well. When you know clearly all is not well, all is not well, change is coming. Can't you see it is in the air? In fact, change is here, but the change is not stopping here. Change is still coming. How do you position yourself for the change that is coming? And there are two ways we said. One is that proactive change. You decide. Let me write in the comment section. You need to decide. That decision is key. That intentional, you are telling yourself that this is what I need to do, and this is what I have to do, and then you go ahead and do what needs to be done, because it is very important that you are able to initiate that change before change comes and forces you to. The second one is the reactive change, where the crisis is already here, and then it forces you. Life forces you to make the change. You don't want life to force you. And life can force you in so many ways. Life can force you in so many ways, and it all impacts your life, your person. Whether it's in your finances, life can force you. Whether it's in your health, life can force you. Whether it's in your relationship, life can force you. In your job, life can force you. So what are you doing to position yourself to that you are the one that is in control of the change. You are initiating change, you are intentional, and you are growth driven about it. This is very important. So which do you choose? Let me write in the comment section. Do you want proactive change or you want reactive change? The one that you initiate by yourself or the one that crisis will drive you, and it will be the crisis that will initiate the change. Which do you choose? Let me write in the comment section, proactive change or reactive change. As for me, as for me and my house, we have chosen proactive change. We want to be the one in control. I want to be the one in control of my outcomes, of my life, of my results. And it's possible. It's possible to be in control where you are the one driving your change. You are the one initiating your change. You are the one pushing yourself. So what do you want to achieve? You are ahead. You are ahead of the curve because change is coming. That much we've established. You were 20 years yesterday. Today you are 30. You are 40. Change is coming. Or don't you know it? Don't you know it? I remember my friend. We were in our 30s when she started talking about, hey, how will we do when we are 50? How will our life be? And how will we be physically? How will we be able to cope with the changes that come? And we were in our 30s and we're like, what's this girl saying? But guess what? Now we left 30s, now we are in our 40s and we are headed right to the 50s. Change is coming, or don't you know it? You think you are going to remain as you are? Hey, you must be in charge. You must be in control. You must be able to initiate the processes of your change, and don't let life force you. Don't let crisis be the one that will force you, because there is a pain that comes when you are unprepared for that change. There is a pain. Hey, there is a I think it was Jim Rohn that says that there is always a pain. There can be the pain of discipline, in which case you are disciplining yourself to do something about it right now, or there can be the pain that you will experience later, the pain of regret, that why didn't I do this thing back then? Oh, I heard Coach Tracy talking about this thing. Why didn't I do it back then? Why didn't I do it when I was this? Okay, you didn't do it when you were much younger, but now you can hear me. And I always like to say that whether you are 16 or 60, today can be the day. I watched a video, a very inspiring video of a woman. I think she began bodybuilding at 57. Truly inspirational. That woman woke up one day and decided that she needed to make a change. Decided. And she began bodybuilding. And by 70 something, the woman is looking like, I mean, you are in control. You get to decide. You don't wait until the change forces you to, because there is a pain that comes with that change catching up with you when you are unprepared. If you don't like, if you don't like it, you change it. It's very simple. Let me write in the comment section. If I don't like it, I change it. If you don't change it, then you have chosen it. I made a post, I think, in the course of this week. Yes, if you don't like it, you will change it. If you are not changing it, it means that that's what you are choosing. And you must know that whatever you choose, you also get to bear the consequences of. And so there is a pain that comes with being unprepared. If change catches up with you and you are unprepared, guess what? Emotional chaos. Many people are unable to emotionally withstand the events, withstand the consequences of that change catching up with them unprepared. There is the emotional aspect of being able to handle that change. So you don't want to be unprepared. Your emotions determine a lot about your outcomes. Your emotions determine a lot about your outcome. And so you want to position yourself in such a way that you are emotionally able, because when change comes and you're unprepared, it can be changed as I just let your mind be wide. Personal development, when we're talking about personal development, we're talking about a whole lot of things, but you must understand that we're talking about one thing. We're talking about you. Personal development can seem like, oh, but we're talking about one person. We're talking about you. So whatever impacts you, and guess who is in control? You get to decide what you do about you. I mean, you don't have to take permission from somebody. You don't have to go and consult with the gods or consult with you don't have to go and do something special, do one kind of ceremony. No, you are right there listening to me, and you know that should you decide right now, you don't need any extra consultation. You can begin right now. You can begin right now, to begin to do things that you need to do to be able to get ahead of the curve. I tell the guys in the boot camp is the 12-week coaching program of the beam of the advanced lounge. We call it the Be More Accountability Bootcamp. And I tell them all the time in the bootcamp, for 12 weeks that are in the bootcamp, we have people actively working on themselves. It's very interesting. We have people actively working on themselves, on every aspect of themselves. And the goal is to become superior versions of themselves. So you see somebody come in at week 1, and by the time they are on week 5, they are already saying, wow, that I have come through a journey where the person I was at week 1 is no longer the person I was at week 5. And then they go on through to week 12, and you sometimes you literally can't recognize the person that is at week 12 and the person that came at week 1. Why? They are preparing themselves. They are understanding themselves. They are putting in the structures that ensure that they are able to stay ahead. They are able to stay ahead of whatever is happening in their life. They are understanding themselves, and they are positioning themselves for specific, predictable outcomes, and they get it because you know what you want for your life, and then you are able to put the structures in to go after what you want. But the name of the game is that you are getting prepared, and there is a pain. There is a pain that comes with being unprepared. There's also the pain of being in a financial mess. Many people are unprepared. You would be amazed the number of people that are unprepared in in their finances. I think it was last year when we ran the course Beyond the Paycheck. It exposed a lot of things, that a lot of struggles that people are going through, and because they don't have one or two things in place. And in personal development, I say anything that impacts you is on the table. Everything and anything that impacts you is on the table. The aim of your personal growth or personal development journey is to keep being better version. You keep transforming, you keep growing, you keep optimizing on the person that you are. On you are it also you keep on becoming better and better and better with each passing day. Remember, we said that this is a lifestyle journey. You are not doing it. We have done it, and then we've been there, done that. No. As you keep growing, as you keep growing, you keep moving on your journey, you keep also improving on who you are, and then positioning yourself for better outcomes in the course of that journey. So emotional chaos is a real pain of being unprepared for change. A financial mess is a real pain. It's a real pain. I've seen people, I've interacted with people because they were unprepared for a change that was coming. And I say change is coming. Whether you like it or not, change is coming. You can say, God forbid, God forbid, God forbid, all you want. But if you are not prepared for that change, it is coming and it will make a mess. Please, let me write in the comment section. I don't want a mess. I will do the work. You must get ahead. There's work to be done. But everything that you are doing, you are working on you. I'm not asking you to go and work on your husband, or I'm not asking you to go and work on the economy. I'm not asking you to go and work on your boss. I'm asking you to do a work on yourself and prepare yourself for that change that is coming. Another pain of being unprepared for the change that is coming is relationship breakdown. And you can take it anyway, whether it's personal relationships or whether it's professional relationship. There is a relationship breakdown when you are not keeping in stride, when you are not putting yourself ahead in front of the change that is coming. And there's a lot on this table of relationship. Many people just think that everything is stagnant, that you don't need to evolve, you don't need to innovate, you don't need to do anything differently. And then the change that is coming as a result of a lot of factors that affect relationships comes, and it's just a breakdown and it's a mess. And you begin to wonder, oh, how did we get from where we were to where we are? And it can be a professional relationship, it can be a personal relationship. They can be, if you are unable to position yourself for the change that is coming, they can be a real breakdown, and it can make a whole mess of everything. Another pain of being unprepared, and I see every time, is career stagnation. People are stagnant. People are in one place. People think that what was obtainable 20 years ago is still what is obtainable now. You lie. I'm sorry, you lie. You can't remain the same and expect change is coming and you are not moving with the change and you are expecting the whole world to wait for you. The world is not waiting for you. You can see on your screen now, we are having a 1 day workshop. Last year we had this workshop, it was a blast. This year is the um 2.0 version. We are having the Let's Upgrade workshop 2025. It's a free event, but however, you need to register. In this event, we have three expert speakers speaking to us in three powerful sessions to bring a transformation to us. This year we're talking about how we can win big with the new rules, because look, there are new rules. There are new rules of engagement in business, in work. And so we're going to have a career clinic. We'll have a HR expert come speak with us. We're going to have a business clinic. We're going to have an expert come talk to us. And then we're going to have the transformation clinic where we're going to put everything together. Okay, so what do we do now? Because change is here. Please register for the workshop. The workshop is free, but registration is required because participation and the links, and it's fully virtual. It's fully virtual. It's happening on June the 12th, Thursday, June the 12th, 2025 at 3 p.m. Nigerian time. You need to register. It's free. It's free to you, but there's a lot of that is going on behind the scenes. It's free to you, but we're bringing these experts, we're bringing these resources to you to help you position. This by June will be at the midpoint of the year. And so we need to sit back and begin to reflect. It was just like yesterday when we said Happy New Year, and half year is here already. How do we position for the next, for the final half of 2025? How do you ensure that you are positioning for success? How do you ensure that you're not doing the same things that have been giving you the same kinds of result that you are not satisfied with? And so in the Let's Upgrade workshop, we're going for an upgrade. Who's ready for an upgrade? Let me write the comment section. I'm ready for an upgrade. We're going to drop the link. We're going to drop the links for registration. Also, please check all the social media handles of the Advanced Lounge on Facebook, on Instagram. You'll find the links there somewhere. And then if you're on our mailing list, you also find, we'll also send emails to our mailing list. Please register for the workshop. Register for the workshop. We're going to have a great time in that workshop. We're going to have a great time in that workshop because we're going to be positioning for change. There are new rules. How do we play by the new rules? How do we play by the new rules? Okay, so please register for the conference. So understand that change is coming anyway. Any way that you want to look at it, in any aspect that you look at it, change is coming. Change is coming. Change is coming. So you must get ready for it. Change is non-negotiable. You can't stop it, but you can prepare for it. Let me write the comment section. I can't stop the change, but I can prepare for it. I can't stop the change, but I can prepare for it. So we need to start preparing. We need to ensure that we are putting ourselves ahead of that curve so that we are able to effectively handle the change that is coming. Let me write in the comment section, I will prepare for the change. I will prepare for the change. And I want you to just think about something as you're writing that, I will prepare for the change. I want you to think about something. How different do you think your life would have looked right now if you started preparing your life for change, like let's say for a year, from a year ago? Preparing for the change, understanding that there's change coming, that that the change is coming in every aspect, and you began to put yourself ahead of the curve. How different do you think your life would have been? How much more fulfilling and satisfying, and how much more in control would you have felt if you started preparing for the change, from 1 year ago? And so this is an invitation for you to start now. I always say that it is never too late for anybody, and it's not too early for anybody. That's why you hear me say, it's not, I say 16 or 60. It's just a way of capturing it. But really, there is no age. You can start at any time. I shared an inspiring testimony of someone who started living out his vision. He received the vision at 43. Maybe people think that if you didn't receive it at 20 or at 17, that all is gone, no hope again. No, no. This man received the vision at 43. He started executing it at 45. And get what? he got to live to see the manifestation of his vision for the next 51 years of his life. He didn't know he was going to live 51. I mean, none of us know how long we're going to live. But if we're going, even if you're going to live for the next 3 years or 5 years or 10 years, of course, the Lord will give us long life. But no matter the number of years that you have left to live, imagine that you are walking, you are living your life in the manifestation of the assignment of God on your life. You understand what you are supposed to bring to this world, to this earth, and that you are how you are supposed to manifest that assignment, and you are manifesting in the fullness, in the full capacity of that which God has called you to be and to do. How much joy, how much satisfaction, how much fulfillment would that would bring to you, and to know that your assignment can outlive you, in fact should outlive you, that even after you have gone, you have lived your life and gone, that the vision of God on your life continues to bless people even after you are gone. How cool is that? And that we can have that, but there is work to be done. Let me write in the comment section, there is work to be done. There is work to be done. There is work to be done. And this is me hoping, this is me encouraging that we begin to step out to do the work that is, and it's so amazing, really. I find my life a testimony of the things that I teach. My life is so different from what it was a couple of years ago, and I find so much joy living in the assignment that I know that God has called me to. And you can too, and you can find so much joy. And it doesn't matter the things that are happening, you find so much joy because you know that you are working and doing the things that you are called to do on this side of eternity. And it's such a joy, and you find that it's such a privilege, and it can be for you as well, but it's an invitation for you to come up higher. So there is work to be done. There is work to be done. So there are so many scenarios that change can play out in our lives. Change can come from anywhere. Imagine someone goes to the doctor and they say lose 20 kg, or you can, the person only gets 6 months to live. Imagine getting that ultimatum that the person should lose 20 kg, or you have only 6 months to live. Of course, that force which that situation will force the only 20 kg. It will be lost. Like everything loses. You will do the work, you will do it fast. But imagine that you don't have to wait until somebody tells you that, or that in a relationship, that it gets to the point where somebody says, oh no, let's go our separate ways, this thing is not working anymore, when you could have done extra, put in the work to make the relationship work. Or in a place, in at a workplace where you have to be let go, they say, oh, you're not contributing, or your contribution is not good, it's not enough, and they have to let you go. What can you do about that? How can you place yourself ahead of those scenarios? And let me tell you, these are real life scenarios that can happen at any time to anyone. If you do not prepare, if you do not understand that change is coming, if you do nothing, change is coming and it will catch you unprepared. Or when the economy is changing, there's inflation and everything, you are no longer able to meet your needs, your paycheck is no longer able to meet your need. That's a real change that is coming. I mean, the economy can change and you don't have any control over that, but you have a control over what you can do to get ahead of that. So the message to you this day is very clear: change before change forces you to. Let me write in the comment section, I will change before change forces me to. We need to change before change forces us to. We need to put ourselves ahead of the curve. We need to do things differently. We need to position ourselves better and differently, that we are able to be firmly in control of whatever change comes. So change is coming. It is going to be foolhardy to just say, oh, all is well, or because change is coming. Change is coming. It doesn't matter what you feel or how you think or what you think or what, change is coming. And how prepared are you? Will you change before change forces you to change? Let me write your answer in the comment section. Will you change before change forces you to change? Me, as for me, I know the answer. I will change. I will do the work. I will get ahead, and I will ensure that I'm in control of whatever change is coming, because change is coming. But it starts with a mindset. You have to move in your mind. Many of us cannot move physically because we have not moved in our mind. You still think that the game is like the old game. The game has changed. Personal growth is the new currency, is the currency for your success. Success in anything, just name it. Personal growth is the success, is the currency of your success. Personal development, personal growth is the currency of your success. So we need to move in our mind. Understand that when I say that you need to do the work, it's not work on the farm. You're not working on my own life. You're not working on your husband or your wife. It's not your children. I'm telling you to work on you. You are the project. I always tell the guys in the boot camp, you are the project. You know how you have a project. You are the project, but guess what? Again, you are also the project manager. You are the one in charge of deploying resources, people, everything, activities, tools, everything to meet the project needs within the specified timelines. That you are the project manager. You are in charge. You are in control. And so the call to you today is to move in your mindset, to understand that you need to get moving. You need to get moving, but you are moving. The move you are moving is on yourself. The work you are doing on yourself. So how do you move? Stay curious. Understand that change is coming and understand the kinds of change that are coming. I've mentioned so many things here, but look at your life, the various aspects of your life. How is change coming? Change is coming in your body. In your body, change is coming. Change is coming in the economy around it and its impact to change is coming. Relationship wise, change is coming. There are so many areas, but you need to stay curious. You need to stay learning. That is why sessions like this are important. I bet nobody ever told you, or at least not in a structured session like this, maybe in passing. But how about we're going to spend 1 hour talking about change and how to change before change forces us to change. Nobody, you can only see that in a session like this. That is why the weekly live webinars are free, but I always encourage, come, and don't come alone, because there is no how. There is no how we are coming and we're talking about the same thing that we spoke the last time we met. And there is no how that you come and you go away with valuable information, valuable knowledge. And I dare say that whenever you hear me speak, you will get something to do immediately, to start immediately, that you can begin to take action immediately. Like now, immediately you can register for the Let's Upgrade workshop. It's free, but registration is required. If you don't register, you can't be. Don't worry. If you don't register, you cannot be in that session. So you need to register to be in the session, and we're bringing you the resources. We're bringing you the people. We're bringing you the people that will speak to you and that you will gain tangible knowledge that you can begin to put to you. So register for the course. Do so immediately and understand that you must begin to move in your mind. Tell yourself that this thing Coach Tracy is saying is true. Change is coming. No, change is coming. Let even look at yourself now. You are not the same person you used to be 10 years ago. You are not. If you were 20 10 years ago, you are 30 now. If you were 30 last 10 years ago, you are 40 now. If you have, and it goes on and on. So the change is coming. In fact, change is here. Some of us are late, but not too late. We can do something about it. Not always, there's always something that can be done. There is no case that is right of, oh no, nothing that can be done. You can do something, and in fact, you should do something. So what do you need to do? That mindset shift. That mindset shift. Stay curious, stay learning, understand that you need to upgrade. First of all, that that mindset already helps you to move in, that change already helps you to move in your mind, and then you begin to take physical steps to back up the change that has already gone on in your mind. So you don't need to wait for trouble, you don't need to wait for crisis, you don't need to wait for something to happen to force you to change. I will evolve. Tell yourself, I will evolve, I will change, I will grow before that change happens. Let it not be an emergency. Let it not be an emergency, and you get to decide. You get to decide whether it's proactive or you are going to react to change. Proactive, are you going to change proactively, or you're going to wait until you react, because there is a pain of that change meeting you unprepared. There is a pain. So don't wait. Let me write in the comment section, I'm not waiting. No, I'm not waiting. I'm not waiting. You need to get a hold and begin to start your journey now. And we have in the advanced lounge, everything that we do in the advanced lounge, all our programs, all our resources, all our tools, all our courses are geared towards positioning you for change, are geared towards helping you to be ahead, to be in control of you, to position yourself in such a way that nothing is catching, nothing is just happening and throwing you off balance. No. So, like in the Be More Accountability Bootcamp, you have the structure that helps you to keep on evolving. We're talking about changing, right? We have the structure that helps you to keep evolving, helps you to keep transforming, helps you to keep growing, and becoming a better version of yourself that is able to position yourself for everything, the result, every outcome, every result that you want is possible, is predictable, but you need to take the steps that ensure that you are positioned for the kind of outcomes that you desire. So everything that we do in the advanced land, and even in the upcoming workshop, the Let's Upgrade workshop, it's positioning you for how to effectively navigate the second half of this year, and it's coming at the right time. I hope that you register and get into that program. Remember, we said it's free, so share the registration links with everyone that you know, whether they are undergraduates, that are young people, whether they are old people. Share the links far and wide. Everybody needs to be in that course. It's free, and it's for your upgrade. It's for the upgrade. It's for an upgrade to be better position you to navigate the second half of 2025 effectively. So who's in? Let me write in the comment section, I'm in, coach. Get in. We'll provide the link. Please register and be in the course. That course is coming up on June 12th. June 12th is a public holiday. We are going to have fun from on Thursday, June 12th, from 3 p.m. We're going to be having three powerful sessions, three expert speakers, everything geared for your upgrade. Are you ready for an upgrade? Let me write, I'm ready, coach. I'm ready for my upgrade. Awesome. That is what we are preparing and packaging for you in that session. And we are excited, and you should be as well. So how do we start preparing for the change? This is where I say, every time you hear me speak, if you're writing, you need to start writing this down now. Every time you hear me speak, you're going to go away with actionable steps that you can begin to take immediately. Immediately. First thing you need to do after this course, register for the Let's Upgrade workshop. It's free. Please spread the news, spread the word, let everybody be in that workshop. And I look forward to seeing you and everyone that you know in your work, in your family, all your friends, everybody, your church members, everybody should be in that course. So how do you start preparing for change? First of all, you need to identify the areas that are whispering, change me. There is no need to ignore the whispers. You know the areas. And in fact, I dare say, there needs to be a total, in every aspect of your life. You need to keep upgrading, you need to keep changing, but you need to look at your life. There's a place that you know that has been, you have been getting these warning signs, these warning signals. The warning signals have been going off. Where do you need that change to start from? Identify the areas. Write down and be honest with yourself. Remember, I said that the worst kind of deception is self-deception, where you are telling yourself all is well when all is not well. You need to tell yourself the truth, and then you need to be brutally honest. Listen, this assignment, this thing you're doing is not something that you are taking to go and submit to anybody. So you can afford to be honest with yourself. Be honest with yourself. What have you been avoiding? What do you know that you need to work on? Your physical health, your finances, your relationships, your spirituality. What do you know that you need to work on, that you've been hearing it? Do this, change this, work on this, do something about this, but you've been ignoring that. Now is not the time to put your head, like the ostrich, right? Put your head in the sand and pretend that all is well. Meanwhile, the whole ostrich is, exposed out there. Don't put your head in the sand. Bring your head out. Let's have a conversation. Have a conversation with yourself and be brutally honest. What have you been avoiding, and what should you start, paying attention to immediately? Then start to create a list or a roadmap of what do I need to start doing immediately. What do I need to start doing immediately? Let's say in my physical health. Let's say regarding my work. What do I need to start? What do I need to start doing immediately to position myself, better for the change that is coming? Because change is coming. In the BIMA Accountability Bootcamp, we're able to handhold, the participants through this process. And then that will bring me to the next point, that you need accountability. Listen, many times we are rising, we are falling because there is no system of accountability in place. And if you don't have accountability, I'm so sorry that there is no way that you can have an effective growth trajectory. There is no way. Accountability is a requirement. And I said, I think it's a post I made. I say, anyone that doesn't have accountability, run away from the person. The person is a danger to themselves and to the people around them. And so I hope you are not one of the people. You need accountability. You need to surround yourself with accountability. Research has it that when you have accountability, whether you're an accountability partner or something like that, you're able to achieve your goal by 55%. However, when you belong to an accountability system, a system that has a structure and support to help you, then you are able to achieve your goals by up to 95%. Are those not sure odds? Those are sure odds. I would take 95% any day. So surround yourself with accountability. That will help you to be able to not just hear this thing, you feel good, you start and then you stop. No, the aim, the objective is to be able to start small but grow sustainably. Start small, take that step, start this, but then ensure that you are finding yourself, you are getting to an accountability system that enables you to not just start but to actually keep growing and going, keep growing and keep going. You keep going and you keep growing. So who's with me? I'll keep going and I'll keep growing. I'll keep growing and I'll keep going. Please let me write in the comment section. I'll keep going and I'll keep growing. It is very key. It's very essential that not only are you going, but you are growing. A lot of people are just going. They're just going. They're just going. Don't just be going. That you keep going, but you keep growing. So this is the time. This is the time for you to upgrade. This is the time for you to be more. The BIMO Accountability Bootcamp is an expression, is the flagship program of the Advanced Lounge. However, it's a 12-week program. The 2025 cohort 2 just began. I think we just got into our second week. Okay, we're in our second week now. And so that is closed. But however, you need to watch out for the cohort 3, 2025 cohort 3, which will come up in August. So there's something to look forward to. Get into an accountability system. You need accountability. So get ready, get in. We'll make announcements on when registration will be open into the 2025 cohort 3. However, for immediately, register for the Let's Upgrade workshop. Now that you've seen what change can do when it forces your hand, you have to understand that what you should do, the pragmatic thing to do is to change. Decide. Let it be intentional, let it be self-driven, not crisis driven. This is what you need to do. So register for the Let's Upgrade workshop. We are going to be talking about the winning with the new rules. How do you navigate? How do you successfully navigate the new climb, the things that are happening differently? How do you effectively navigate? We're going to be providing resources, tools, in that workshop. It's free. So register for the Let's Upgrade workshop. That workshop is coming up on June the 12th. June the 12th is a public holiday. It's a Thursday, but it's a public holiday. So you have time. You have time to be there. You have time to be present. You don't have any distraction. Work is not distracting you. So you can be there and you can really get the best out of the experts that we're bringing and everything that we have for you in that session. But beyond that, you can also register with for the BIMO Accountability Bootcamp, the 2025 cohort 3 that is coming up on June 25th. That is when 2025 cohort 3 will kick off. So something to look forward to, something to expect. That is where we pour in. The system ensures a deep personal transformation. It ensures that you are going and you are growing into this amazing superior version of yourself. Thank you so much for being here. It has been almost we're almost 1 hour, and I feel like we can go on and on, but these sessions are limited to just 1 hour, and so we're wrapping up now. Thank you so much for being here. It has been my an absolute honor and privilege to have brought to you this week's edition of the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar. Thank you so much for being here. I know that this session has been worth your while. I know that you have gotten real value out of this session, as this is our intention, that these sessions are valuable to you and serve as where you can draw important and to the point knowledge that will help you on your journey of growth. Thank you so much for being here. The weekly live webinars are brought to you by the Advanced Launch community. We're having for people who are learning and growing and becoming more valuable versions of themselves. Everything that we do in the Advanced Launch is three-pronged to enable you to think, plan, and act. You can see on my shirt, think, plan, and act. Everything that we do is to ensure that you are thinking, you are making a plan, but importantly, you are taking action. If you are not part of our communities, please join us. We have the Facebook community, we have a community on Instagram, on Twitter, and if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe. These webinars are free. Please spread the information, share the links, and get people, as many as your people, your friends, your family, your relations, your co-workers, everybody, get them to watch this session. You to catch a replay. Replace, ensure that you are reinforcing learning, and then ensure that you're registering for the Let's Upgrade Workshop 2025. It's going to be get ready for an upgrade. Get ready for an upgrade. We're equipping you to effectively and efficiently navigate the second half of the year and have the results that you desire. Thank you very much for being here. I look forward to seeing you in our communities online. I look forward to seeing you in the Let's Upgrade workshop. I look forward to seeing you next week, Thursday at 8 p.m. West African time, when we're here, we're live, when we're exploring another topic on personal growth, personal development. Thank you so much. My name is Tracy Akpera. I'm a personal success coach, and I'm the founder and the anchor of the Advanced Lounge community. Thank you so much for joining me tonight, and I'll see you next week, Thursday, of course, when we bring another edition of the Advanced Lounge weekly live webinar. Until then, know this: I'm always rooting for you to be more. Thank you very much and have a wonderful time.